Ever wondered why some gardens thrive while others just survive? Welcome to the world of gardening's unsung hero, mulch. This humble mix of organic materials is often overlooked, but it's a secret weapon in creating lush, vibrant gardens. Its magic lies not just in its ability to retain moisture and suppress weeds, but also in its nourishing properties, enriching the soil with essential nutrients. So, it's time to dig deeper and discover the magic of mulch. What if we told you that mulch is like a superfood for your garden? Now that may sound a bit fantastical, but stick with us, and you'll see why it's not an overstatement. Mulch in its various forms is a powerhouse of benefits. It's the secret ingredient that can turn a good garden into a great one, a struggling plant into a thriving one. Let's delve into the magic that is mulch. Firstly, think of mulch as your garden's personal water reservoir. It acts like a sponge, soaking up water and slowly releasing it back into the soil. This means your plants get a steady supply of water, even in hot weather when evaporation rates are high. It's like having a time-release watering system, but all natural and incredibly low-tech. But mulch doesn't stop at water regulation. It's also a formidable weed warrior. A good layer of mulch can suppress those pesky weeds that compete with your plants for nutrients and space. It's a natural barrier that can help keep your garden weed-free without resorting to harsh chemicals. Now let's talk about soil health, because that's where mulch really shines. It's a fantastic soil conditioner. As organic mulch breaks down, it releases nutrients into the soil, enriching it and improving its structure. It's like giving your soil a vitamin boost, making it healthier and more fertile. And there's more. Mulch also helps regulate soil temperature, keeping it cooler in summer and warmer in winter. This creates a more stable environment for the roots of your plants, helping them grow better. But perhaps the most magical thing about mulch is its impact on the garden's ecosystem. By providing a habitat for beneficial insects and microorganisms, mulch contributes to the biodiversity of your garden. It's a small step you can take that has a big impact on the environment. So, whether you're a seasoned gardener or a green-thumbed newbie, mulch can be a game changer. It's a simple, cost-effective way to boost your garden's health and productivity. Indeed, mulch is the unsung hero of successful gardens. But not all mulches are created equal. Indeed, the world of mulch is as diverse as the gardens they enrich. From the organic to the inorganic, each type of mulch brings unique benefits to your garden. Let's delve into the organic mulches first. Organic mulches are derived from once-living materials like leaves, straw, grass clippings, and wood chips. They're like the multivitamins of the garden world. As they decompose, they release essential nutrients back into the soil, improving its fertility and structure. Plus, they're a fantastic way to recycle garden waste. One popular type of organic mulch is compost. It's like the black gold of gardening. Not only does it enrich the soil with nutrients, but it also improves its ability to hold water. Then there's straw, a lightweight and breathable option, perfect for vegetable gardens. But perhaps the king of organic mulches is wood chips. They're durable, attractive, and excellent at suppressing weeds. Just remember, the larger the chip, the longer it lasts, but the slower it breaks down. Now let's talk about inorganic mulches. These are materials like stones, gravel, and landscape fabric. Unlike their organic counterparts, they don't enrich the soil as they don't decompose. However, they're champions at controlling erosion and conserving water. Plus, they can add an aesthetic edge to your garden. Picture a cactus garden adorned with gravel, or a rock garden cascading with colorful alpine plants. Choosing between organic and inorganic mulch depends on your garden's needs and your aesthetic preferences. If you're aiming for soil enrichment and moisture retention, organic mulches are the way to go. But if you're more concerned with erosion control or water conservation, inorganic mulches may be your best bet. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to mulch. Each garden is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. So, experiment, observe, and adjust. That's the beauty of gardening. Choosing the right mulch can make your garden not just good, but great. Applying mulch isn't rocket science, but there's a method to the Mulch Madness. Let's dive into this process which, when done correctly, can transform your garden into a thriving green haven. First things first, timing is key. The best times to apply mulch are in the spring, after the soil has warmed up, or in the autumn to protect the soil over winter. Moreover, applying mulch after a rain or thorough watering ensures the moisture stays locked in. Now let's talk about the thickness of the mulch layer. A common misconception is that more is better. But that's not entirely true. A layer about 2 to 3 inches thick is just right. Anything more can suffocate plants and prevent water from reaching the roots. On the other hand, anything less won't provide adequate weed control or moisture retention. As for where to apply mulch, it's best to cover all bare soil in your garden. Pay special attention to flower beds, around trees, and near shrubs. However, be careful not to pile mulch against tree trunks or plant stems. This common mistake, known as volcano mulching, can lead to rot and invite pests. Instead, leave a small gap around the base of each plant. Now you might wonder, what about my lawn? Well, mulch isn't typically used on lawns. Instead, consider using a layer of compost to feed the grass and improve soil structure. Before wrapping up, let's address another common mulch mistake: neglecting to refresh it. Over time, mulch breaks down, enriching the soil, but also thinning out. So, make sure to top it up once or twice a year to maintain that beneficial layer. Don't forget, mulch is more than just a garden accessory. It's a tool that, when used correctly, can enhance soil health, control weeds, and conserve water. So, take the time to apply it right, avoid common pitfalls, and watch your garden flourish. Remember, it's not just what you use, but how you use it that counts. So go ahead, embrace the mulch madness, and let the magic unfold in your garden. Want to make your own mulch? It's easier than you think. Picture this. You're standing in your garden, surrounded by the fruits of your labor, lush plants, vibrant flowers, and crisp vegetables. But there's something missing. A layer of protection, a blanket of nutrients for your garden. That's where mulch comes in, and even more exciting, you can create it from scratch in your own backyard. So, let's dive in. First and foremost, what do you need? Organic materials are the heart and soul of your mulch. This includes leaves, grass clippings, kitchen scraps like coffee grounds and eggshells, and even shredded paper. Essentially, it's all about repurposing what you already have. Now let's move on to the process. Start by choosing a spot in your garden for your compost pile. It should be a place that's easily accessible, yet out of the way. Start layering your organic materials, alternating between green and brown materials. Green materials are full of nitrogen and include items like vegetable scraps and fresh grass clippings. Brown materials, on the other hand, are rich in carbon and include fallen leaves and shredded paper. But wait, there's more to it. You need to maintain the pile. Turn it every few weeks to speed up decomposition and ensure all materials break down evenly. If it's dry, add some water, but don't drown it. The goal is to keep the pile as moist as a well-wrung sponge. Patience is key here, friends. It can take anywhere from 2 to 6 months for your materials to transform into mulch. You'll know it's ready when it's dark, crumbly, and has an earthy smell. And there you have it, a simple guide to creating your very own organic mulch at home. Not only is it cost-effective, but it's also a great way to reduce waste and give back to the environment. Plus, your plants will thank you for the extra nutrients and protection against harsh weather conditions. And voila! You've got your very own homemade mulch. So, what happens when you embrace the mulch magic? Well, mulch can literally transform your garden. It's like a superpower for your soil. Remember, we discussed the various types of mulch, from organic like straw, wood chips, and compost, to inorganic alternatives like rubber and rocks. Each of these has its own unique benefits, enriching your soil in different ways. When applied correctly, as we learned in Mulch Application 101, it serves as a protective layer, helping to retain moisture, regulate soil temperature, and suppress weeds. It can even enhance your garden's aesthetic appeal. Recall our DIY mulch making process? It's not just about saving money, it's an opportunity to recycle garden waste and contribute to a more sustainable environment. The impact of mulch is tangible. You'll see healthier plants, richer soil, fewer weeds, and a garden that's more resilient to weather extremes. So, are you ready to mulch your way to a beautiful, thriving garden?